Hello everyone, myself Piyush Antandil working as Assistant Professor in Electrical Engineering Department of Mahatma Gandhi Institute of Technical Education and Research Center, Navsari. And the name of subject is Signal and System, which comes in third year, fifth sem. And right now we are discussing the chapter number 2, that is Mathematical Operation on Signal and System. So starting with flow of content, in this video lecture we are going to see the continuous time and discrete time system, interconnection of system, series or cascade interconnection of the system, and parallel interconnection of two system, and then after feedback interconnection of system. So in this video lecture we are going to see the different types of connection of our system. So first of all we are going to study about the continuous time and discrete time system. So what is the continuous time signal? A continuous time system is a system in which continuous time input signal are applied. So right now we are applying our continuous time signal. We are applying our continuous time signal and result in continuous time output signal. So whenever we are going to give a continuous time signal as an input and we can get the continuous time signal as an output, we can call the system as a continuous time system. Alternatively, we will offer represent the input output relation of the continuous time system by means of this type of notation, that is x into parenthesis t, that is equal to y into parenthesis t, or we can say small bracket t. So this is how we can represent our continuous time system whenever we are going to give applying continuous time signal at the input side, and we can get same type of continuous time signal on the output side. At that time our system is going to call as a continuous time system. And a discrete time system is that a system that transforms discrete time input into discrete time output. So whenever we are going to give some amount of discrete time input signals to the system and output is also in discrete nature, at that time we can call our system as a discrete time system. And this is how we can represent it in figure. Here over here x of n, that is open bracket n, that is our discrete time signal that we are going to give to our discrete system, and the output is phi of n, and we can indicate it by this type of symbolic representation. X of n is equal to y of n. Right now whenever we are using the discrete signal, at that time we are writing open bracket n, and whenever we are writing continuous time signal, at that time we are writing small bracket t. Okay, now the mathematical description of system from a wide variety of applications frequently have a great deal in common, and it is in fact that provide considerable motivation for the development of broadly application tool for signal and system analysis. The key to doing this successfully is identifying classes of system that have two important characteristics. Right now, what is the two important characteristics? The first one is the system in this class have properties and structures that we can exploit to gain insight into their behavior and develop effective tool for their analysis. And second one, that is many system and of particle importance can be accurately molded using system in their classes. Right now we are going to see some basic, that is interconnection of system. So let's study this with some simple example which are we are commonly using in our real life applications, right? So what is the meaning of connection of different type of system? That is interconnection means we are going to connect our system in series connection, parallel connection, or we can say combination of series and parallel connection. So something like that. So many real systems are built as an interconnection of several subsystems. One example is audio system. Okay, what is the audio system? Which involve the interconnection of audio receiver, compact disc player, or tape decks with an amplifier and one or more speaker. Right now what's going to happen over here in interconnection? Right now we can see at the series connection of different subsystem, that is radio receiver, or we can say compact disc, which is going to generate some kind of electronic signal, that is, or we can say tape decks, and that electronic signal that received by the radio or the compact disc is given to the amplifier. An amplifier is going to amplify the same amount of signal and give the same signal to the speaker, that is single speaker or more speakers. So at that time we can hear the sound. So this type of system is called as an interconnection of system. Now another is a digitally controlled aircraft. Now what is the meaning of digitally controlled aircraft? How aircraft is going to be work based on our system, right? So which is an interconnection of aircraft described by its equation of motion and aerodynamics force affecting it. The sensors which measure various aircraft variables such as acceleration, rotation rate and heading, a digital autopilot which respond to the measured variable and to command input from the pilots, or we can say whatever the pilot is seeing on its different type of gauges, what he is measuring like acceleration, rotational rate and heading, he can decide what he have to do, right? Or we can say autopilot is going to decide what are the condition to do, that is the desired course, altitude or speed which we can maintain by observing all the things, right? And the aircraft's actuators which respond to input provided by the autopilot in order to use the aircraft control surface, rubber tail, ailerons, ailerons to change the aerodynamics force on the aircraft. So digital autopilot is going to work on base of this type of different system which need to be connected in interconnection manner. By viewing such a system as an interconnection of the components, we can use our understanding of component system of how they are interconnected in order to analyze the operation and behavior of overall system. In addition, by describing a system in terms of interconnection of simpler subsystem, we may in fact be able to define a useful way in which the synthesized complex system or out of simpler basic building blocks. Now let's study all these in detail. Right now we are going to simplify all the things. The first one, that is series or we can say cascade interconnection of two systems. We know about the series connection or cascade connection. It is the connection between 2 points or three systems in series, right? While one can construct a variety of system interconnection, there are several basic ones that are frequently encountered, which we are right now encountering. This is the basics one, okay? A series or cascade interconnection of two systems is illustrated in figure. Right now we can see the series connection in our figure. The diagrams such as these are referred to as a block diagram. So this is called as a block diagram of series interconnection system. Here the output of system 1 is the input of system 2. Okay, here the output of the system 1 is the input of system 2, and the overall system transform an input by processing it first by system 1 and then by system 2. So whatever we are going to give input to system 1, it is processed by system 1 and we are going to get some amount of output or some type of signal as output signal. That output signal from the system 1 is fading inside of the system 2 as an input signal, and we can get a different type of output signal. An example of series interconnection system is audio receiver, right? We already discussed about audio receiver. So audio receiver followed by an amplifier. So right now if we are considering our system number 1 as an audio amplifier, we can consider our system number 2, that is the amplifier, right? Similarly, one can define a series interconnection of three or more systems. We can also add more system in a series connection. Let's take simple example of mobile phone. Right now if you are talking with your friend's mobile phone, at that time what's going to be happen, from one point to a second point your voice is going to travel from different system. That is, first from your voice is going to travel from your mobile phone, that is your vocal is converting into the electronic signal, or we can say electromagnetic signal. Then after that electronic signal is transferred to the nearest mobile tower, and from mobile tower to the fiber optics cable, from fiber optics cable to other mobile tower, from other mobile tower to your friend's phone, mobile phone. And at the end, at your friend's mobile phone, your electronic signal is going to convert into the uh, vocal signal, and after all your friend is going to hear your voice. So it is the interconnection, or we can say series connection of all the system to consider or to perform one operation, right? So I hope you get the point of series or cascade interconnection of the system. Now we are going to talk about a parallel interconnection of the system, right? A parallel interconnection of two system is illustrated in figure. Right now we can see the system number 1 and system number 2 are in parallel with each other, right? Here the same input signal is applied to system 1 and system 2. Okay, we are applying same amount of input, or same input signal is applied to both the signal systems. Then after, a symbol, this plus sign symbol, is indicate as a parallel operation of two systems. In the figure denotes addition, so that output of parallel interconnection is the sum of output of system 1 and system 2. An example of parallel interconnection is a simple audio system with several microphones feeding into a single amplifier and a speaker system. In addition to the simple parallel interconnection, in figure we can define parallel interconnection of more than two systems. We can also add up more than two, like system number 1, system number 2, system number 3, and so on and so forth, right? To add up the combination of all the parallel connection. So music, or we can say simple audio system, right now if different, we have different microphone, and different microphone produce different type of signal. Suppose we are uh, recording some type of music. At that time drums are going in system number 1, then after piano is going to be in system number 2, and then after vocal are going in system number 3, and some other musical instrument are going in system number 4, and so on and so forth. And after all, what we are going to measure, we are going to measure the combination of all the signals, combination of vocal, combination of piano, combination of drums. We are going to measure the output as a simple music, that is the combination of all these signals, right? So it is called as a parallel interconnection of system. Now series parallel connection, we can normally see this type of combination in our day-to-day applications, like series parallel combination. We are going to give some amount of input to our system number 1. The output of system 1 is proceed by system number 2's input, so we can consider as output of system number 2, that is the input of system number, sorry, the output of system number 1 is the input of system number 2, and both these system are again in parallel with system number 3. So output of system number 2 and system number 3 is going to be add up, and it is also proceeding by as a input for system number 4, and output of the system number 4, that is our final output. So this is the basic type of series parallel interconnection. The real life application may look more complicated than this, but this is for the basic understanding of how we are going to connect our system. Okay, now the feedback interconnection system, it is also very important interconnection system. The another important type of system is interconnection is a feedback interconnection. An example which illustrate in figure, right now we can see the example of feedback interconnection system. Here the output of system 1, so here G is the system 1, is the input for the system 2. So the output of the system 1, whatever the output, it is going inside of the system 2, while the output of system 2 is fed back and added to external input to produce the actual input system 1. So right now X is some amount of input that is going inside of our system 1, that is G, and output of which is directly feeding into system number 2, that is our H. Now H is the output of H is going to compare with the out input of the system number 1, that is G. So whatever the desired output we require, that is Y. So depending upon the desired output Y, we can adjust this value of X by using the value of Z. So use of Z, or we can say H system or system 2, is that we can perform some kind of accurate performance by giving some amount of accurate input signal to the system number 1. Now feedback system arises in a wide variety of applications. For example, a cruise control system for an automobile sense of vehicle velocity and adjusts the fuel flow in order to keep the speed at a desired level. Or we can say similarly, a digitally controlled aircraft is most naturally true of the feedback system, in which difference between actual and desired speed, actual and desired heading or altitude are fed back through the autopilot in order to correct this all the parameters. So if the head is not correct, then it is going to increase the speed or whatever we need to correct the head, or if the speed is increasing or decreasing, it is going to take the reading of that speed throughout the G, and from the G the output is the reading of the G. that is going to fade into system 2, and it is going to fade the autopilot. That speed is very low, so please increase the speed. So autopilot is going to increase the speed to match the desired speed. Now also electrical circuit are often usefully viewed as continuous feedback interconnection. As an example, consider an electrical signals. Right now we have another figure in which figure we can see the interconnection of electrical circuit. Right now figure A and B. So also, electrical circuit are often useful viewed as a containing feedback interconnection system. Example, consider the circuit despite in figure A and indicating in figure B. So the figure A is indicating as a figure B right now. Both the figure are same. This is the electrical circuit which we are going to represent as a systems form. This is system 1 and system 2. Over here system 1 and system 2. So you can represent C as this type of question: Vt is equal to 1 by t integration of minus infinite to t I tau dt, and again we can define the current from the resistor, that is V by R. So at a over here t is going to be represent as an instantaneous time at a given moment. Okay, so we can represent our electrical system of this type of circuit by this type of block diagram or block system of the systems. Okay, that's it, and these are the important questions which is very important with respect to your examination. And thank you. If you are finding any kind of query regarding this video lecture, so please ask me inside of the comment section. Thank you.